Let's talk about point 3 now. We've got knowing yourself authentically. We know that once you know yourself authentically, in order to achieve this peak mental health, we also need to walk in alignment with these value systems. Thing 3, you say, is practice grace towards yourself and others.
Right.
Tell us more about that.
Grace, from the root that simply means gift. A gift is something that's not purchased. It's simply presented. So to live graciously with others is to gift them with empathy and compassion and forgiveness. To gift them with a respectful curiosity that doesn't rush to judgment. That doesn't mean that we don't evaluate. We do evaluate others and we do evaluate ourselves, but we don't have to go to a place of judgment that casts them aside or permanently damns ourselves. To live in grace towards others is to live in love with them. And I was asked once what my definition of love is, and I said, well, it's to want for and work for the best for another. To want for and work for the best for another. And rubbing somebody's nose in what they've done, I don't think is in their best interest. I think if we love people and they want to make changes, we support those changes. And if we can't live with them, then we need to move on graciously. Right? Otherwise, we are tying ourselves to their behavior. And we're living in resentment.
Yeah, which leaves you either in a position where you have to resent them because you're not acting out, or you act out and you're punishing them.
Right.
Neither of those are serving anyone.
No. So it comes back again, to live graciously is to live in gratitude.
Would you consider these 3 components of kind of peak mental health continuum? Would you think of them as kind of stacking? Would you... Because I looked at our notes and I thought, oh, these are really great, 3 great talking points. But as we're talking through this, they really feel like the borders are very blurred, but they are distinct.
Right.
There's an interdependency between all 3 of these components in order to achieve the end goal. And I'm leaving this totally open for you to correct me if this is wrong, but my brain almost likes thinking about this comprehensively, where in order to achieve this, the best version of you, which also involves your mental emotional state, that going into that place and auditing for any sort of friction, you may end up with, it may be a lack of authentic relationship with yourself. It may be you're identifying where you're not living in alignment with what you are aware of as your authentic self. And it may be that you're doing all those things, but you're not extending grace to either someone or yourself. And it's dig there. And you'll kind of back through and interconnect with all of these. Is that...
And that's a wrap. We could wrap it up right there.
Yeah?
Because, absolutely. I completely agree with that.
It's like you need all 3 to be comprehensive, but what your entry point into this journey of optimized emotional mental health, you may map in any one of these entry points.
Exactly. You can't touch one without the other.
They both stack and are seamless.
Yes.
Wow.
And it's an art.
Oh, yeah.
To live with this. It's creative. It's beautiful.
And you never arrive.
You never arrive. And that's okay, because the process is what's important.
No, it's other things that are infinite games, like your health. When do you arrive at health? When do you arrive at being a good human? When do you arrive at being a good spouse or a good father? It's a net score game.
Right.
It ends when you're gone.
Right. So leave a legacy, right? Leave a legacy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is our only lap around the track.
So far as I know.
As far as I know, too. Where can people go who are really identifying with this subject and really want to do some work, is there a place, a resource that you would point people towards to begin this journey?
Well, honestly, the first place I would point them is inside themselves to do exactly what we've been talking about. And then from there, find a spiritually oriented psychotherapist. And that doesn't mean necessarily a religiously oriented psychotherapist, but find somebody who value connectedness, not just cognitive and behavioral therapy. And I use those in my work, but beyond that, to ask the existential questions. Who am I? Why am I here? Where am I going? Why is life important? What's important to me? And bring what you find to that person if you want to dig even deeper.
Because this is a spiritual journey.
Of course
this
it is.
entire topic is to know yourself.
Right. And for me, everything is spiritual. Some of the greatest spirituality work that's being done today is being done in the physics laboratory, because it's recognizing at the quantum level the connectedness of everything.
Yeah.